Hello, hello, hi, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Thursday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. Welcome. I was hoping you can see the background because I still got light. Maybe a little bit, really sweet background. So I thought since I got some sunshine still, I do it here and not at the desk. So today is hashtag Thursdays with Sean. T-Money. I thought you don't love me no more, T-Money. Where you at these days? I actually see somebody that showed up for a change. I had not been able to see that for the past few nights. T-Money. I thought the love is gone by the man. So tonight is Thursdays with Sean, and my guest tonight, she could not make it. Say it like you mean it. She didn't make it because something had come up last minute, and we have to reschedule. And I'm a rookie at this. I'm a rookie at this Thursdays with Sean. I can tell you that, but. So I didn't have a backup. I'm gonna give a shout out to P Money, Peter. That I told him about it, and he said, "I'll show up. You can, we can do me again." And I actually thought about it, but I didn't want to kind of do it back to back because I hadn't set it up that way. So I'm gonna go solo tonight. So this is gonna be one Thursdays with Sean that I don't have a guest, and I can tell you this. I won't make that happen again. I'll have backups and stuff. So hopefully I can make up for it. But I can tell you this. I have somebody for next Thursday, okay? I have been wanting to share this guy's story for a long time, okay? PK, I just gave you a shout out, money, right before you came in. So you may have to watch the replay. But for next week, I have this guy that's gonna do Thursdays with Sean with me, and I am so excited to bring this guy on because I have been wanting to share this guy's story for a long time. This is gonna be a very, very emotional Thursdays with Sean for next week. I guarantee you. You guys know, I cry at everything. I cried when Rambo ran out of ammunition. I mean, just like that. So next week is gonna be, you may need some tissues, but man, the story is gonna be on fire. I am so excited for next week. I am so excited. So, that's next week. Couple other stuff going on today that I am not prepared to share yet with you. But what I am going to share with you is this. If you know any Persians, like in real life, not online, T-Money. If you know any Persians, like if you met them, and you ever go to their house or you go to their party or their event or get together or what have you, and he comes to say good night. So what happens at that point is that the way Persians say good night is like saying hello, how are you? Hey, how you doing? It's like all over again. That good night, saying goodbye to everybody, literally takes a good, you can ask any Persian you want, okay? I'm not exaggerating. It's like 45 minutes, an hour, people are still like saying goodbye in front of the door to each other. Everybody's like pulling each other. It's just like a crazy scene. Nobody wants to leave, right? So nobody wants to leave. Those goodbyes are forever long. Like everybody knows and everybody complains, but everybody participates. It's getting better, I think, but yeah, it's super long. So why do I share that with you? I share that with you to bring you up to this point. We all have this in common when it comes to saying goodbyes, right? And it's like totally the Persian way of saying goodbye to things. That's because they're saying hello all over again. It's so true. I'm telling you, man, it's like, I would not be exaggerating if I said the goodbye would be half an hour, like minimum, in front of the door. Like everybody with their jackets on, and if they're in my place, they gotta be having their shoes on outside. But they just in front of the door and just talking again for like another half hour. So they don't want to let go, right? They don't let go. And why do I share that with you? I share that with you to bring you to this point. We all have this in common, and I thought about this I've been doing so much thinking for the past week, ever since the layoff and just all kinds of stuff. Well, I did a live on that just a few nights ago. But I've been doing a lot of thinking, but here's what that we have in common, and I think this is amazing. When you go to that Persian goodbye thing, both parties are having a hard time saying goodbye, right? The host and the guests, right? They wouldn't do that, right? Polish friend, yeah, that's funny. Right? They both are having a hard time saying goodbye. Here's how it relates to us and what we have in common when it comes to saying goodbyes. You know what? Have you ever thought about this? Think about it in this way. History repeats itself, right? You've heard me talk about my philosophy, why history repeats itself, because, well, we don't learn and we repeat the same things. That's why it's history, right? We just keep repeating the same things because we don't learn, we don't change things, and we just keep doing it, right? That's history. Here's the thing. The past, all that history, the past has a hard time saying goodbye to you. It's like that Persian goodbye thing. The past doesn't want to let go of you. I feel like sometimes with me, through this layoff and the breakup, I feel like, do you feel like sometimes that, oh, wait a minute, I thought I went through this before. Like, I went through this before, right? Or I've gone through this before. I've experienced this before. I've been here before. That before is history, right? Is the past. And it's like, it doesn't want to say goodbye. It's like clings on you. It's like, oh, I don't want to say goodbye, right? And we have a hard time saying goodbye to the past. Why? Because we kind of drag it along, and we carry it in the now, and then we carry it to tomorrow, and like we carry it along. And I was thinking about this analogy as I was wrapping up for this thought for today. I was thinking about this analogy, and I'm like, that's so true, right? Yeah, the past doesn't want to say goodbye, but let's be truthful to each other. We really don't want to say goodbye to the past either, do we? Because I feel like, are you ready for this? This is going to be, are you ready for this? I feel like we don't want to say bye to the past. We don't want to say goodbye to the past or let go of the past. Because why? Because even though it may be crappy, even though we may have failed, even though it may have been yucky, I'm trying to use clean words here. It's familiar. It's our past. We're familiar with it. We've already been there. We know it. Even though it's like, but it's like, because we know it already, we've been there, it's familiar. Even though if it's crappy, we don't want to let it go. We don't want to say goodbye. Right? Feel that? It's like we don't want to say goodbye to that because it's familiar, and we don't want to say hello to what's in front of us because it's unfamiliar. We have no clue what's tomorrow, what's 10 minutes. We have no clue what's gonna happen, right? So we don't let go. We don't say goodbye to that stuff, to the past, and the past doesn't say goodbye to us. It's just because it's like so familiar, even though it's like a crappy. It's like almost like a crappy relationship. You still like holding on to each other. What you both know is like, dude, you gotta like, you know. And I feel like that's so true with like a lot of things in life, right? Yeah, it's comfortable. I just saw that. It's comfortable, right? It's familiar. You've been there before. It's like, dude, I've made these mistakes before. I've been in this crap before. It's like, it's almost like we're proud of saying that. You know what I mean? It's like, I've been bankrupt before. I've been divorced before. I've been broke before. It's like, dude, that's like, I was thinking about that today. I'm like, dude, that's like not even something cool to talk about. That's nothing to be proud of. Like, you know what I mean? We must have outgrown that and just had said goodbye to it and really not do that whole Persian goodbye thing, you know? Because it lingers on, man. It just kind of, yes, okay, good, all right. It kind of pulls you down, drags you down, right? Maybe that's the reason why we don't want to try new things. Maybe it's because it's like we're walking into this abyss, right? We're walking into this unknown. Oh my goodness, like what is behind the curtain, you know? And I feel like that analogy kind of sits with me. It kind of feels good to carry it along, to say, you know what, I gotta say goodbye, like bye, like goodbye. You know what I mean? Yeah, right? I know I'm bumming you out, but that's a good sign, because maybe you should get off your P Money. Where you at? P Money. So I think that's true, right? Right, Team Money? If I'm bumming you out, then I hit something, right? And it hit me too, dude. It bummed me out too. I was like thinking to myself, I'm like, that's like totally like that. It's like that Persian goodbye thing. It's like, that doesn't want to let go. I don't want to let go. It's like, dude, like we gotta go. Like we gotta say bye, dude. It's like time to bounce. You know what I mean? There it is. Right? It's like time to balance. It's like this goodbye thing is taking forever. We gotta like say goodbye and just like, you know what I mean? Right? They're having their own little conversation. But does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I hope that hits you. That's my neighbor, by the way. The windows are open. I really wanted to do this live in the patio, but I know they're gonna be thinking, who the heck is this guy, dude? This guy's already weird. But I really wanted to do it in patio, but it may be loud. But yeah, the neighbors downstairs have kids, and their cartoon is always on. So it's kind of, you know, I think they just heard that. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, does that make sense? So it kind of made me thinking today. It's like I gotta keep that in front of me every time that show. That's funny. The violin story will never die, and that the beep. What about the you had like the beep, the water, and the violin. Sometimes you just have to move on. Sometimes, I think it's pretty much all the time. If it's at that point, it's time to move on. You know what I mean? It's like, again, I got to keep this analogy right in front of me to just not be stuck in that Persian style goodbye, you know, and just be like, okay, adios, amigos, or amigas. Anyway, my apologies for not having a guest tonight. Like I said in the beginning, I'm going to give another shout out to PK. PK was going to come through. He actually texted me a couple times. He said, man, I can come through. We can talk a little bit more. You know, I got, his story is really thick. Like he didn't like, there's so much more to that story. So we could talk to PK for a long time, but he was going to come through, and I said, you know what, I didn't set it up that way, and I don't want to bring you on like that. Your story is pretty special, so I don't want to just like ruin it like that, you know, on a rush basis. I don't want to do it like that. So we hey, we just show up, hashtag show up, and we just do what we got to do. We play with our cards and the cards that we're dealt, and you know, I'm gonna make a better effort not to have that happen. But like I told you, next week, put your seatbelts on, because the guest I have is gonna blow your mind. I promise you that. I promise. That's like 2 lives in one. I've been a fan of this guy for a long time, so. Yeah, so hopefully you guys got some love, some let's see, change the battery in the smoke detector. That's totally true, and I didn't even know that was the beep. Oh my god, it took like a month. No Persian goodbyes at the end of the live. Money, that's a good one, PK. That's a good one. Good job, little PK. Good job, little guy. Little P Money, throwing a little humor there. Little, I appreciate that, man. Nice. So throw your comments, throw your thoughts. If I bumped you out, then that's good, because I hit you somewhere. That's actually really cool. I actually like that. I appreciate that. Hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. Some big things are cooking. I'm actually kind of excited. Like I gotta say, like I'm in the mood to say goodbye to some of the stuff in the past, and yeah, some of the stuff in the past, and like PK said, move on. Hey, T Money, you might want to check out P Money's page and stories, because he does Steak Thursdays, and the steak tonight, I'm telling you, that one was probably top 3. I voiced them already. That was money. That was really good steak. I mean, I didn't have it, but I mean, obviously, but you know, online it looked great. But yeah, so maybe check out his page. But throw some love, throw some hate, or throw your comments down below. I appreciate you guys. And you were bumming me out because I had like yes, you know what? Yeah. Like P Money said, I don't want to do a Persian style goodbye at the end of the live. So yeah, dude, that steak was some money. It looked like literally amazing. It literally looked amazing. So yeah, I think my voice comment was like 2 minutes or long or something, because it was just really good. So I appreciate you guys. Drop your comments, drop your thoughts. If you feel like this is good stuff, share it with other people. Tag them to this, you know, and spread the love. You know how you do it. And then buckle up for next week. As always, until tomorrow, when we do it all over again. Much love.